again, viewers. Welcome to Fair Cup 2012. This is race 2 of round 1 at Brands Hatch Indy. Top 3 starting grid is Egil Sandfeldt, that's myself. Jesper Ibach is second, followed by LASSE BRUUN-HANSEN at position 3. First 2 corners here, it's looking quite alright. Drivers are driving quite safely. And we see Ronnie Brian spinning out here, and take a look in the center of the screen. Hamp Andersson drives into Andersson. They are both out of the race, unfortunately. We are on board of Jesper Pedersen's car here at lap 3. To, I think it's David Hatton, and in front of these 2 cars we have JOHANSSON. This is the race order after lap 3. Myself in front, followed by Jesper Ibach, LASSE BRUUN-HANSEN, and then comes JOHANSSON, and so on. We are on board with Michael Rühl. He had a very close race with Per Knudsen the whole race. Those 2 had a good time. But I think that Per Knudsen won the small battle between those 2 guys. We are now on board with Jesper Pedersen. Manages to slip by David Hatton, or does he? No. But he tries really hard. And here he comes by, but David Hatton uses what the Australians call the crisscrossing to get on the inside of Jesper's car. And as he has the inside, I think he also has the turn. Yes, he does. And now Jesper tries the inside. This is really good racing here. Once again, Jesper slips by. We move on to lap number 5, I think. We see a race here going on between Stefan Overgaard and Per Knudsen. I think Stefan Overgaard gets through. This is JOHANSSON and LASSE BRUUN-HANSEN. In both races, JOHANSSON had a very good pace, and by reversing the first 8 in the start of race 2, we see a lot of these overtakings in the beginning of race 2. So there's a lot of action going on here. I should say that LASSE BRUUN-HANSEN is not that slow. So he makes it hard for Jonathan to get by him. Unfortunately, at the same time, we see Jesper Pedersen going by as well. I don't know if that was a mistake by LASSE BRUUN-HANSEN. No, he actually doesn't get by. This is lap number 6, and we are on board with Jesper Pedersen. We see that he's right up in the tail of LASSE BRUUN-HANSEN. It's very close. Moving on to lap 7. Here's the mistake by LASSE BRUUN-HANSEN, which gives Jesper Pedersen a slight touch. On to lap 12. We are still following Jesper Pedersen after his off-track. He has just passed by Werner BLINDHEIM. We are now looking from the inside of LASSE BRUUN-HANSEN's car. This is lap 13, I believe, and he simply lets Jesper by, probably because he spun Jesper out a couple of laps ago. So well done, that's a true gentleman you see right there. This is the battle for 11th. Tries to get by Per Knudsen, but Per is a very stable driver, so he doesn't let Mikael by. Back to the action with Jesper Pedersen driving up in the field. He has now managed to get by Adam Terry. This is Jonathan Johansson overtaking Jesper Ibach, which means that the race order at this moment is now Egil Sandfeldt in front, followed by Jonathan Johansson and Jesper Ibach in third. This is Werner BLINDHEIM overtaking LASSE BRUUN-HANSEN, and behind him is Stefan Overgaard. Too bad for BLINDHEIM, spun out in corner number 2. The blue and white car you see in the back here is Stefan Overgaard, and he actually also had a very good pace. He wasn't racing in race number 1, so he had to start in the back. And right now he is up into 7th position, now 6th, because he has overtaken LASSE BRUUN-HANSEN. LASSE is pushing hard, a bit too hard, because he spins out in turn number 2. This was lap 25. So here's the race order. In lap 27, myself in front, followed by Johansson, Jesper Ibach and Jesper Pedersen. And as you can see, the top 4 is very close. As I head on to the last turn here, and I take the victory of race number 2. Congratulations to myself. Thank you, Egil. There you go. I reckon that if we had about 3 laps more, and Jonathan Johansson would have caught up to me, which might have meant that he would take the victory because my pace wasn't that fast again. I was just a bit lucky in getting away from the main field in the beginning. This concludes the first round of Brands Hatch. The next race will be held at Oldton Park. We will be driving the Foster's configuration with his lap. That's all. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.